Good evening, sir. Good evening, classmate. My topic is all about Dead Stars by Paz Marquez Benitez. This stories was written by Paz Marquez Benitez, and her stories become famous because she emphasized some of the problems in relationship, like being in love to others while you have a partner. It is common circumstances, but the plot of the story is very meaningful. So, before I read the story, I just want to introduce the characters of the story. So, the main characters is Alfredo Salazar, son of Don Julian, a more than 30 years old man and a bachelor. He is engaged to Esperanza, but he is still fleeting to Julia Salas. Next is Esperanza, a wife of Alfredo Salazar. Next is Julia Salas, sisters-in-law of Judge de Valle. She is the other girl of Alfredo Salazar that remains single in her entire life. Julian, an old man, are fathers of Alfredo Salazar and Carmen. Next is Carmen, a sisters of Alfredo Salas. Jude del Valle, brothers-in-law of Julia Salas. Dona Adela, sisters of Julia Salas. Calexta, note career of Alfredo Salazar and Esperanza. Donicio, husband of Dona Adela. Vicente, husband of Carmen. And the last is Brigada Sami. She is the elusive woman whose Alfredo is looking for. So the synopsis of the story that's the Dead Star is this story is revolved around Alfredo Salazar and the two women. Esperanza, his fiancée for 4 years, and a young girl from out of town named Julia Salas. Alfredo is committed to marrying Esperanza, but he started having second thoughts about his feelings. When he met Julia in the judge house, but he aware that all his loved ones, including Julia, would not agree if he would not honoring his understanding with Esperanza. So he and Esperanza got married and made a happy family. After 8 years, he met Julia and then realized that his feeling for Julia was gone. He compares his love for Julia with the Dead Stars. This story is all about love and responsibility. So, so this is the summary of the Dead Star. So after I read this summary, I will give my thoughts or opinion. So all these years since when he had been seeing the lights of the Dead Star, long extinguished yet seemingly still in their appointed place in the heavens, according to Alfredo Salazar. Dead Star is a short story by Paz Marquez Benitez, written in 1925. The story is basically a compilation of the complicated circumstances that every man has to go through in life. Alfredo was torn between doing what is right and what is in his heart. Alfredo Salazar is a lawyer and the main characters in the story. He is the love of the life of Esperanza. They have been together for 4 years and meant to get married in May. Their relationship is in the beginning was full of enthusiasm, full of love and happiness. But like the other long-term relationship, their feelings for each other change as time goes by. Esperanza was beautiful, elegant, reserved, and distinctly not average type of woman. She loved her Alfredo so much and trusted him with her whole heart. After their 4 years of engagement, Alfredo thought of finding his real ones. When Alfredo tried to do some neighboring with his dad Don Julian, he met Julia Salas, their neighbor's sisters-in-law. She was just a visitor in the towns and been there for only 6 weeks. They found a good company between themselves, and as they knew it, it became a weekly habit for Alfredo to visit her after every Sunday Mass. Julia is the average type, not as so beautiful but still interested Alfredo so much. As they grew their new friendship, Alfredo found new happiness and started to fall for her. One day, his family invited Julia's family in their coconut plantation near their beach. It is a chance for them to have some quality time together, but this is also the time to say goodbye. Julia is planning to leave the town and go back to their home. It's break the heart of Alfredo and make him more confused than ever. He is thinking of choosing Julia over his fiancée Esperanza, but what people will say is what he think matter most. He married Esperanza after Julius left the town. He was not unhappy and realized that everything have fallen back into place. After 8 years of marriage, Alfredo still cannot get over Julia's memories. His thought of Julia is haunting him, and those what if dilemmas. Alfredo goes for a business trip to the town where Julius lived. While he is there, Alfredo runs across Julia. He has never forgotten about his feelings for her, but over time he has come to accept his marriage to Esperanza. Alfredo finds that the feelings he had for Julia are gone. He is contented with his life and the perceived love he had felt for Julia all those years was like the light of the dead stars, long extinguished yet seemingly still in their appointed place in the heaven. So the story of the Dead Star, it's all about cheating or third party. Dead Stars refers to the idea that when when the stars when the stars die, their brightness slowly fade away. Eventually, it will disappear. Just like the feelings of Alfredo when he touches Julia's hands after a year away, he realized that those feelings he had for her were already gone. I believe that everything's happened for a reason. Dead Stars, it teaches us the valuable lessons in life that you should need to become wise in making a decision because the decisions holds what will happen to your future. And also you need to become faithful to your partners to have a successful relationship. So sa mga taong gibuwagan o gipaasa, I know it's hurt losing someone you love and it's really need time to heal, but always remember that you deserve to be loved and happy. God has a perfect timing for you. Just need a little patience and you should learn to forgive, forget and move on so that the pain has gone. So that's all and thank you, sir.